What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode here at Trouble. So today we just did the Rubicon and we just came back, so we're actually going to bring you guys around a little surprise. So the Gladiator is actually going to get some more power. Inside that warehouse is where the power is going to come from, so I wanted to bring you guys on a tour. We're going to talk to Todd and his co-worker here, and we're going to actually go in there, dive in, show you what's going to come in the near future, and then show you what they're building, what they're working on, and then we're going to dive right in, man. Enjoy this episode, but this is something that is very close and dear to me because I've been working on it for a minute, and finally getting the opportunity to work with these guys, and it's going to be really, really fun. And I'm going to be able to share with you guys. So I know a couple of you guys already have this product on your car, but let's dive right in. Let's go say what's up to Todd, and let's get it. I know, but the people don't, Todd. First things first, Todd, tell the people who you are, what you do.
My name is Todd Payne, and I'm Director of Sales here at Magnuson Superchargers.
There you go. You guys just found out where I'm at. My man.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Dan Bronston, VP of Operations.
VP of Operations.
Yeah, my job is to get the parts and the people here to put it out together, get the parts out the door.
Hell yeah, let's go. So they're gonna give us a tour. They're gonna show us where the parts get made, where they get put on, some of their stuff that they're working on back there. And yeah, we're gonna bring you guys along. Let's get it. So where we at first?
So first things first, parts are coming in the door all the time, daily. And the most important thing, Magnuson, is quality. So we're in the quality control department right here. Parts are coming in. And Mike over here heads up our QC. Say hi, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
And so we're checking parts, we're checking dimensions, we're checking the percentage of certain dimensions, different attributes of the parts to make sure before we assemble them, we're not gonna have any issues, and to make sure when the customer gets the parts, they're not gonna have any issues.
Right on.
So Mike has a full set of inspection plans there. He's got a drawing with all the dimensions that we're checking, the percentage of inspection, and it's where he records all the data. If, in the rare event that we do have any bad parts, we have a little bad part jail. We have a whole process
is that over there?
To send parts to jail. So that little red cage over there is bad part jail. And they're not always bad. Sometimes we can rework them. Sometimes we'll send them back to the vendor. Sometimes they are scrapped. So this is where we put the parts to make sure they don't get mixed in with the good parts.
Right on. So there you go. See, they do their job.
We do care.
Yeah, they do care. Yeah, it does happen. Exactly. Everybody makes mistakes. So it's good that they have a guy that's actually checking.
So a lot of our stuff is inspected right here. Mechanical, dimensional inspections. So we have calipers, height gauges, micrometers, that kind of stuff.
Right on.
We also do a lot of pressure check. If it holds fuel, if it holds coolant, it's really important that the part keeps those fluids inside. So we care about checking that and make sure the customer's not gonna have any leaks. So
sick.
We pressure test back in that area.
Everything's back there? Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, so this one's gonna check, we call it the nose cover. That is, usually has oil in it. We check it with air and make sure it doesn't have any leaks.
Nice.
This is a station here to check all of our reservoirs that hold coolant.
Oh, nice.
So you have intercooler systems on these rigs that they're gonna have like 5 PSI max of coolant inside. Yeah. We don't want anything leaking on the trail or whatnot, so we pressure check those components here. Yeah, intercoolers, low temperature radiators, and the actual reservoir. For stuff that we can't do a dimensional inspection with traditional tools, we have this really cool machine. It's called a CMM, coordinate measuring machine.
Let's see. Oh, dang.
So if you take a look in here, this machine, it's not unlike the 3-axis CNC mill, which a lot of people are familiar with. But this isn't destructive. This is actually, instead of cutting and taking material off, this probe comes down and measures components that are sitting on the table. So this helps keep us honest. We're machining parts in our own machine shop here. Yeah. And this is how we're able to inspect the rotor bores and the bearing bores, which are super crucial to the operation of the supercharger. So an example is you put a housing up here on the machine, and this tip and probe would come down and take points off these diameters, and then it digitizes those points in the computer
to make sure they're exact.
It compares it to the actual perfect, and we have a tolerance, and it tells you whether this part's good or bad. That's like sick. That. It runs an automated program. Nice. And that's really important. Obviously, if these are where the rotors sit and spin. Up to 20,000 RPM. Super important that these are the right size and the right position.
Yeah, so they're not touching where they're not supposed to.
Not touching, and you say, okay, don't make them touch, just make them big. You make them too big, the blower's not going to be efficient.
Yeah.
So
nice.
And this one must have had a part problem because it's got an NCR tag.
Okay.
So yep, something's off on this one, so it's going to go to part jail soon.
Part jail. Nice. All right, let's go to the next spot. Alrighty, so we're here at the parts wall. I guess this is I mean, it's very interesting to see a warehouse that carries everything, but look at how many units and SKUs and everything that they use. So talk about it.
Yeah, so at Magnuson right now we have about, I'd say about 80 different end SKUs. So if you're buying an FJ kit, that's a SKU, right? A JL kit is another SKU. JT kit, another SKU. JK kit. So those are all final SKUs. Corvette kit, right? We have 4 or 5 different Corvette kits. So about 80 of those finals, but it takes over 3,500 individual part numbers to make those combinations. A lot of the parts on this wall are purchase parts, nuts and bolts, belts, etc.
Yeah.
And a lot of parts in the rest of the section here are custom, so machine parts that we make in-house.
Nice.
Custom lids, custom tubs, inlets.
So if somebody wanted to buy like this SKU, can they call you and be like, hey, I need this part number? Can they buy it?
Yeah, it does depend. Sometimes we'll kind of guide them towards, hey, I know you say you just need that, but we know that also takes some O-rings and these bolts.
Yeah, so it failed somewhere else to make it all.
Let's go ahead and get you the full sub-assembly.
Right.
And sell them a complete sub-assembly.
Which makes sense, yeah.
Parts. That way they're not calling back later disappointed they didn't know
They get all 3 pieces. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, so after the parts are out of QC, they'll either come here to the warehouse to be
So this is all finalized, everything. This is the good parts.
These are green parts. They're good to go. A lot of them will come and sit here in the warehouse until they're ready to be built. When we're super busy, sometimes they don't even make it to the warehouse. Sometimes they're going straight to a cart.
Oh wow.
So I always, when I'm explaining this area and our process to folks that don't know, that aren't in manufacturing, I always use like the grocery store analogy. Right. So I have guys here that I'm kind of my shoppers, right? They come with a certain grocery list here that we get. So we build stuff in batches. This for example is a batch of 30 Camaros, LT4 Camaros, or Magnum DI kit, super popular. Right. They come in, they have this grocery list. It tells them all the ingredients. So they go and grab a cart and they load it up with 30 sets of parts for this work order, we call them. Yeah. And then they go ahead and bring it, once it's complete, they go ahead and bring it to the next stage, which is assembly, where we start building them up. And somebody bought 30 kits? So we build in batches. Not one person bought 30, but we prepared 30. Well, I mean, they could go to a retailer, those kind of things, right? Like where somebody else sells them? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we don't build custom orders. We build to what our forecast says we think we're gonna do per month. Gotcha. And so this batch helps us get ready for those orders. Everything ready, yeah. Either orders we already have or orders that are coming in. So here it is. This is the golden place. All the green parts. Yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, all the good stuff. You got all the, you got inlets on this side, gear covers. A lot of the parts we do are aluminum castings. So we've designed the casting ourselves, made the tooling, get it cast locally, Southern California foundries, and then machine it in-house. Nice. So yeah, you can tell. Yeah. Sick. I want to take you down the most expensive aisle of the whole place. Oh, most expensive. Let me show you. Let's do it. Aisle. So all right, the most expensive aisle. The rotor we buy from Eaton is the heart of the supercharger. That's what's inside the unit, spinning, you know, sometimes up to 20,000 RPM, making the boost, and that is the component. Looks like this. Woo, look how good that looks. Yeah. So this one here is 2650. It's currently the largest one we offer. And what vehicle does this go on? So this would be actually in a Camaro, like a Magnum DI Camaro. Okay. This is in our new Tundra 2650. This is the exact part number that's in the Tundra 2650. Oh, no way. There you go, Tundra Vic. It's time to upgrade to the 2650. Yeah, it's time to upgrade. So got the big rotors here. Damn. This is a front inlet, front drive style rotor. That just means that the pulley would be out here in the vehicle. You'd have a coupling here, and this rotor is driven through this longer shaft right here. Right on. What you got for me? Is this a baby one? Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So like Dan was saying, that's a 2650. So that's a 4-lobe rotating group with a high elect split. Okay. Okay. This is an early generation M45. Oh dang. Okay. So you can see this has a twist to it, but there's only 3 lobes on it. Okay. Versus 4, and you can just see the size differential. That is a huge difference. So this goes in the same, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of a difference, right? It's just a different generation. Different generation. This is an earlier technology, but it's tried and true, and it's been around forever, and we still make superchargers with it because packaging wise it fits the bill and it's efficient. Yeah. But so what vehicle does this go on right now? So this would be on small displacement, like 4 cylinders and V6s.
Okay.
Yep. We have one a little bigger than this that is on the older generation 3.4.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
one thing that's really cool about using the Eaton rotors is that they all come with this abradable powder coat. So if you feel that with your finger,
yeah,
it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
That's because it's sprayed on very thick.
Okay.
And what that does is it goes on thick, and then we assemble the supercharger, and it abrades, any excess abrades off. So I mean, any excess comes off.
Comes off of it.
And you're left
so
with a
smooth,
perfect
right?
fit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a sealant.
Yeah.
So it seals not only the rotor tips to the housing, our aluminum housing, but it also seals this rotor to this rotor. So you get a perfect fit.
Perfect fitment, yeah.
So you're not getting air that can pass through. So it makes these rotors very efficient.
Nice. So yeah, the final form is really after it rotates a few times, right?
Yes, yeah. So when we first build them, they're a little bit tough to turn. You can feel that one's been sprayed a little heavy.
Nice.
As soon as we break them in, which we break in 100% of our superchargers, they're smooth.
Nice.
So
sick. There you go. Most expensivest lane here at Magnuson.
There you go, right here.
There you go. Dang, all the rotors. Sick. All right, let's keep going. All right, so where are we at now?
All right, so we're, like we said earlier, we're really big on quality at Magnuson. So we have our own machine shop because we like to control the quality. And of course, when you're machining parts, you gotta wash them afterwards to get the coolant and the chips off. So we bought this rig a few years ago, super nice. You just load the parts in at one end. It does a hot water wash, a soft water rinse, and then a dry. And at the end there, so the parts are coming out clean. Now that's cool. Of course, you got to wash your own parts, but we also wash all the parts that come in from our suppliers.
Nice.
Even if they're a little bit dusty, or even if they look perfect, we still wash them because we want that added level of security, of quality, that there isn't a chip inside of them, there isn't a piece of sand inside of them. So we wash everything. Cleanliness is really important when you have those rotating components spinning real fast inside your vehicle.
Like you see it happen so many times, somebody forgets, like one little washer will detonate your whole thing.
Yeah.
So it'll happen to all of this. Anytime parts are moving, if there's anything in there that'll throw off anything, it'll blow up. That's good you guys do that.
Dan, I think a question that we all need to know the answer to is, if it must be set at 70, but it goes to 100, how bad does the day get?
That is a pretty good question.
I don't want to talk to our quality manager if that happens. Tim, he would be very upset. Yeah, he put the must on
the
there.
7-year-old in me wants to turn this to
100, of course. Yeah.
Rank it to 200. Then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, kidding.
Alrighty, so don't piss Tim off. Don't touch that dom. Alright, team, so we just pulled up to the machine shop. This is where everything happens. This is where the magic really actually comes to life. So we're gonna talk to Jesus. Jesus, tell us what you do.
Hi, so my name is Jesus Santillon. I am the machine shop manager. So yeah, I help make a bunch of cool parts for, hopefully fast cars.
And trucks.
And trucks. Yeah. You can show us dummies that don't know anything about this what they all do. What does this one do, Jesus?
This mill, we start off with raw casting, aluminum castings, or aluminum billet, or solid aluminum parts, and that have no features on it. And we cut features, holes, contours, pockets, anything we need to make it fit into, to make the parts.
Yeah, to make the parts. So you take like a brick and then it starts cutting it here, right?
Right, yeah, so that they can assemble, so maybe a hole has, needs a thread, everything, just so they can put all this stuff together.
Right.
Looks like Rudy's making one back here. You guys want to check that out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Yeah, so we use CNC machines, in this case CNC mills, to cut features on the parts so that we can go from a raw casting with nothing on it, no features, to
a feature
complete part with holes, slots, grooves, everything. High precision machining.
Just so it's exact.
Very tight tolerances. Yeah, we want the best fit always.
Right.
This is a 5-axis machining. 2 operations complete the part all the way around. Cut all sides.
Yeah.
And that's the one that really shows you. Until you see it, you really understand the thing.
Yeah.
It's
all
really
the parts get finished.
Everything. It's reaching everything.
Alright, so this next process is where it goes around the whole side. So let's see what it does. dimpling everything. That's crazy. You should put like house music at the same time. That's crazy. That's it. Right on. So that's how they make that part.
Yeah, so this is for the little guy, the one that's been around forever.
So this is a brand new one?
Yeah, it's a new one for the 3.4 V6. Yeah.
And Toyota guys are gonna go crazy.
We've done thousands of them over the years in the M62. This is now got been redone for the TBS technology.
Nice.
So TBS 1320, 4 lobe rotor.
Little baby
A
rotors.
little more efficient. Yeah, a little baby rotor. Yeah, compared to some of the
bigger
stuff,
ones, yeah.
The V8 stuff, but still awesome unit.
What's this big boy for?
So this is the new Tundra 2650. We saw some of these earlier in QC, and these are partially machined. So they've been through op 1 and op 2. They still need to go through op 3 here on the Mori, which we've nicknamed Maggie.
Maggie?
This is Maggie.
Nice.
It's 6 pallet, horizontal mill, 50 taper.
Nice.
And he's going to show us the carousel on it, or the chain.
The chain? Alright, that's
chain.
it. Woo, look at this thing.
Yeah, this machine can hold 120 tools. It's a 50 taper machine, which is it's a bigger holder than your normal mill, and that gives you more rigidity. You can be more aggressive on the cuts.
Oh shit.
And I think he's getting a small one.
Dude, look at this. And it smells like the smell I hate. It's gear oil, huh? It smells like gear oil in there.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Check this out. So we've had a 40 taper Mazak mill for a long time.
Okay.
And that thing's great. It's super high speed. Think of it kind of like a Ferrari, right?
Right.
But when you're doing these big housings, and this is the 40 taper, so it can spin really fast. And
Yeah.
it's pretty good. But when you're doing the big housings and deep bores, big bores,
Yeah.
you really need to step up to this guy because it's more rigid. You can take off more material.
So we could buy this at Harbor Freight?
right. Yep. Yeah.
Dude, Harbor Freight has one of these. I've seen it, dude.
Yeah.
Badlands version?
Right. That's version. Correct.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is crazy. This is a crazy tool.
Yeah, you tell them we got different style drills and reamers and boring bars, and there's even a probe that can go in and measure the parts.
Yeah, and the whole point for so many spaces for tools, which ends up not being that many spaces, is that you don't have to be taking tools out and replacing them.
Yeah.
It's always there. It's always there, so it's less setup time.
So you just set it,
more,
yeah.
Yeah, more efficient. And
Yeah.
the camera can catch the tools moving.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it looks like a Jigsaw movie.
Right? It's like the beginning of a Saw.
Yeah, like a Saw 7, dude. I'm waiting for the little dude in the bike to come out.
Right?
That's crazy. That's
This
cool.
one's not even full yet. We just got this machine, was it last year, right?
Last
And
year.
So we're just adding jobs to it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have all of its pallets full, but our Mazak's full, all 120 tools.
Damn.
One of the reasons to have this machine as well. That
Yeah.
thing's so busy, we needed to get another one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Thank you for sharing that. So we're gonna show you kind of the process where it starts. So this is where it's actually starting.
Yeah, so we're kind of control freaks here at Magnuson, so we like to do everything ourselves as much as we can, right?
Right.
So that even comes down to like our pulleys. Every Supercharger kit has at least one pulley. Some of them have 4 or 5 pulleys, crank pulley, either
Right.
main Supercharger pulley. So we bring in the raw material like this. You got bar stock 6-inch bar stock for aluminum for like a crank pulley.
Okay.
This would be for like the upper Supercharger pulley. A lot of aluminum and steel. We do also use some exotic plastics like PEEK for some of our couplers. And all this material gets run over to our lathe department. So let's take you there next.
Right on. So I've been to other places kind of similar where they machine stuff. Do you guys machine anything for anybody else or just for Magnuson?
Right now it's just Magnuson.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just
sick.
Magnuson Supercharger. And I think it's important to note that all we do is Superchargers.
Nice.
So we focus just on Superchargers. A lot of other companies do exhausts and carburetors and stuff like that. We focus on what we know, and that's Superchargers.
Hell yeah, that's good. All right, so where are we at now?
So this is the lathe department. So this is Miguel, he runs the lathe.
Miguel, say what's up?
We actually just moved this area over into this arena here, and nice little tight cell for Miguel. Miguel runs all 4 of these lathes. And so this is where all the pulleys, spacers, couplers, hubs, this is where it all gets done, right in this area.
Nice.
Right now it looks like he's running some spacers for a Hemi program.
Nice.
So a new Magnum Hemi kit that we're coming up with. So this lathe's really cool because traditional lathe, you know, you have the parts and you're spinning and the tool comes up to it to cut it. This machine also has live tooling. So this lathe can come in and do features like these flats that traditionally you'd have to take out of the lathe and go put on a mill. So this is kind of a little bit like a lathe and mill combo. Not fully, but somewhat, and it really saves time. So once this part is finished being machined, it just drops into the cup holder here and out
pick it up and that's it.
Yeah,
nice.
it's kind of like a coin on a slot machine. He pushes the button, it comes right out.
Nice.
So, that's how it works for me anyway. He has to do all the hard
He has
work.
to do all the setting up.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Thank you. We just pulled up to the assembly line.
Yeah, so come through here. So we talked earlier about the guys bringing the parts on carts, kitting a batch of Supercharger parts together. This is where they first come. This is primary hardware assembly area. So this is where they're gonna first get their bearings pressed in. The rotors are gonna slide in.
Right on.
Put the oil in, front cover. You can see another Miguel over here.
Damn, all the Miguels.
Miguel's setting up these rotors, prepping them. He's gonna go ahead and clean them and put the sealant on them before he slides them into the Supercharger housing.
Right on.
So, Miguel, you're building Magnum DIs? Yeah,
Nice.
so he's prepping rotors. He's already prepped this housing somewhat.
Ooh, these are big boys right here.
Yeah, this is a 2650. This is a very, very good unit, very efficient, very good seller for us. It's got the housing somewhat prepped.
So this is what the 392 is gonna have?
Yeah, a lot like it. It's not the exact one. This is for a GM application. But
You hear that? Steven?
Yeah.
That's you, dude. That's your
We
future.
might see one on our journey through, so let's keep an eye out for a 392 blower. But yeah, so one thing that's people don't often think about when they call us and ask for a Supercharger, you know, I need a Supercharger for a 74 Nova or something. It's like, well, we can do that for you, but it could take a year and a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
Why so much? It's because you got to design all the tooling. You got to design the parts, right? You also have to design how to make it. So it's not just the part that you see.
So just swap an LS and then call us.
Yeah, exactly. Swap an LS. But we design all our own fixtures. You can't just call up Harbor Freight and get a Magnum DI Supercharger assembly test
That's true.
So this has all been designed in CAD, created in-house, built in-house, and these are what press the bearings in. It's very complicated to build these things.
Right.
And so we have to actually press them horizontal rather than a vertical press, which a lot of people are using.
That's what everybody uses,
That's what happens in this area. They're all getting, this is where the babies are born.
Nice.
After they're built and they're ready to go, we test them. So we have 3 rooms here. This is the coolest one, I think. This has got the biggest motor in it.
Oh,
so
right
that's
on.
the coolest room, right?
Yeah.
So we 100% test all the Superchargers that we built. Before it goes to you, the customer, it's been run on the stand and made sure that it's a good unit.
How long do you guys run it for?
So some units run for about 3 minutes and some up to 6. Just depends on the application.
And do you guys just go like full blast, or do you guys
do. We go higher than what the customer is going to do because we want to ensure that it's going to live. If one day the customer is going to like put it to the max. The units are all run in one of these 3 rooms, like I said. This is a 150 horsepower motor right here, electric motor that drives a belt.
Oh yeah.
That drives the unit there.
Nice.
So,
and this checks for any leaks or anything like that, obviously,
so
right?
we check for leaks. We're checking for proper boost, proper temperatures. And then one thing that's really important is proper noise. So when it's done, after it's warm,
we like noise.
We come in, we like the right kind of noise. We like the whine. You don't like any other kind
Not the
of
baby
noise,
crying noises.
Right, yeah. After the guys run it, get it really hot, they'll go ahead and idle it just like you'd be idling at a stoplight or whatnot. And they'll go ahead and listen to it, make sure it doesn't have any weird characteristics. If it does, it's going to come apart and get researched and figured out why.
Why it's doing it. Nice.
Yep, we got full data acquisition, so we can take temperatures, pressures. In this room, this is a unique room used for R&D development work. We also have water coming in and out. So we can feed the intercoolers with cold water, and warm water goes out. This is a room that we use to develop a lot of the intercooler systems and kind of optimize them.
This is where the babies are made.
This is where it finally
comes out.
So we don't just like fire it up and peg it. It's got a cycle. It'll go for a certain amount of time and a certain input, go to another input level for a certain amount of time, and then another. But what's crazy about this particular test stand and like a 2650 These things can pull so much air.
Yeah.
Like it'll actually start moving the walls in the room.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we tied a string from wall to wall, and then we put a 2650 on full tilt, and you see the string just totally.
Dude, where's that video?
Yeah.
Do you guys have that video?
Yeah, we have it somewhere.
Sure.
We'll share it with you.
Yeah, share it with me.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's a ton of.
And we actually know because we have a guy. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. We went to a camping trip, right? He has a Supercharger on his Tundra. He didn't have his wheel well covered. That Supercharger sucked up so much water.
Yeah.
We took his motor apart 3 times at the trail so we could get all the water out.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy how much water was in the system. Yeah, it moved so fast, like just instantly. Like he just went splash. Whoop, it sucked up so much water.
Yeah, that's the thing about a positive displacement rotor type, which is what we use, is they don't care what's before and what's after them. They just pump it.
They're just
pump. So
yeah.
Traditionally they pump air, but I guess your buddy pumped a little bit of water. But
a little bit of water.
you gotta feed them. They like to eat air. So you see this dual 5-inch intake that we have for them, so we don't starve them here on the stand.
Sick.
But, yeah. Let me see if I can get this one fired up.
Ooh, that'd be sick. Alright, so you guys just seen inside of the room all the pressure, how they apply boost. So they actually use this right here. I didn't show you guys because the camera was in there, but they turn this knob and then the pressure goes up and then they make more boost out of it. Goes back to quality control. You were talking about what you guys tell your retailers as they go through it.
Yeah, I mean we've been doing this a long time, but most of them are surprised when they hear that we test every single unit. Like everyone that comes out of a box has been in one of these 3 rooms.
One of the 3 rooms.
And has been ran.
That's sick.
So
quality control. They do care. All they do is Magnuson's here and Superchargers, that's it. But that's the room. We're gonna keep moving. We'll show you some of the rigs that they have too in the other room. Alright, so we're at the final assembly now?
Yeah, so we were through primary where a lot of the units are made, but some of the units aren't ready to go out the door yet. The generics, as we call them, they're kind of like Lego bricks. So that's what you're seeing over here. This is a generic unit. This is a 2650. It's already been built and tested, but it's not ready. It's got to become a Copo unit. It's got to become maybe a Hellcat unit. So that's what happens in final. They're going to pair the manifolds that make it those specific application units. So you can see a bunch here ready to go to final.
Right on. Let's move on to final.
Yeah, let's move on to final. So in final, they also take care of any overflow we have of the large integrated units. Like this one here is, we call it a Magnum PI. It's for LS. LS applications. It's also a 2650. And we also are building something kind of special.
Dang, they're working on it right now.
First run right here. This is our new Hemi 2650 kit. So we call it Magnum. And this will be for the Hemi cars, but also looking to do the 392 Jeeps.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you already got a V8. Why not supercharge?
Yeah, why not give it more power on stock axles for 40s?
An alarming amount of inquiries from the Jeep guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I've told most of them that ask me, aren't you being greedy? And most of them say yes, they are. They admit to it. So.
Yeah, dude, we're all stock axles, 40s, 500 horsepower, baby.
We always say if a lot of power is good, then too much is just right.
Yeah.
So that's us right here.
Dude, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'd be twin intercooled.
392. You guys want more problems? Here you go.
More problems.
We'll give you some more.
Do they have drive chain problems?
I mean, I just see axles blowing up. This is axle blow ups. Like, if they don't, I mean, but most guys that are gonna spend the money on this are probably gonna go Dana 60s.
Yeah, even up.
Yeah. So that's usually what happens before they jump to this. They're already on tons and 40s, and all the strength is there. So, I mean, we're joking.
They're ready for the
They will. Dude, it's right there. 392.
So I think it's important to note that we're no respecter of brands, right? We got LSs being built right next to Mopar, right next to some GM trucks.
You just pissed. Pissed everyone.
I know. But I gotta tell you, we got it for everyone, right? I got Ford blowers over there for you Ford.
And then the Toyota guys want like their own home room.
Yeah,
see? There, you know? Damn, so they put you guys in the back, dude. They Rosa Parked you guys. But there's the Toyotas right there. So these are Toyotas right here?
Yeah, so these are the first generation 1.9 liter. Yep.
Oh shit.
The 1900, yep. So you're talking about your buddy with the 1900?
Yeah.
This is what he would have had on.
Oh, that's the top?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So these are coming from a supplier, and we're gonna wash them because you see, there's just got the little dust from the cardboard.
Yeah.
That's no good. We're gonna take care of that before we build them.
Right on.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the current generation that's been around for a long time.
Right on. So these bagged up ones, these are ready to go?
These are ready to go to boxing.
Nice.
Yeah, final packaging. The lip straps are in place, so it helps installation.
The blowers don't seem to get any smaller nor lighter. So we're doing things in the kits only for our guys, but for the end users. So for example, this one comes with the built-in strap. There's brackets on the side that the
so you can just lift.
Yeah, just lift it with like a cherry picker
and drop it in.
Traditional tools that a mechanic would have.
What do they weigh like this in this form?
Like this is around 90 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of them get over 100.
Right
so
on.
it's a lot, even to do with a buddy.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have those.
Especially on that angle when you're like lifting up to drop it in on a like lifted truck or something.
Absolutely, yeah. We try and really think of the end user, not only the end user but the installer. So how's the install process gonna go? What's that gonna be like?
And that's very important because not everybody. I mean, I'm assuming most people take it to a shop, right? But the ones that don't are probably gonna try to do it themselves. And from everything I've read, at least it doesn't seem like a tough process. Because my buddy Tundra Vic, we call him Tundra Vic. He drives a Tundra, and he's a Toyota Tech guy, but he installed it himself. He said it wasn't that bad.
No, a lot of the Toyota
it's designed
guys
to be done.
will do it themselves.
Yeah.
So we still have a lot of consumers that are like, that's part of the spend is me getting to do the install.
Right.
Like that's still part of their hobby.
Right.
And except for, I'd say, our CA kit, I think any mechanic with reasonable set of tools and some experience could do one of these with a buddy in the garage over a weekend.
Right. Because we're all YouTube mechanics now. You know that. I mean, we're all certified.
It's a valid point.
We're all certified, dude.
And so those are the things we put in a box one to make that easy. I want to show you guys next what we do in box 2, all the hardware that comes in the kit to make the experience easy as well.
All right. We just went upstairs.
So this is secondary hardware. A lot of people don't think about all the other little bits and pieces that you need to install a supercharger, but we do, right? So that's where we're building. This is where we're building the box 2.
Okay.
The hoses, the wiring, the belts. Let me show you a little bit of content of what's in one of our kits. So this supercharger kit for a Chevy Camaro LT1, full install manual, color, photos, step by step how to do it.
Nice.
We're gonna go ahead and sub-assemble everything we can for you already. So we've already added the clamps here and the fittings and the hoses and separated everything. Nice. I mean, our kits come complete all the way down to the grease for the O-rings, the Loctite. We don't want you to have to go to the store. Nice. Maybe to the liquor store when you're done to get a 6-pack. Pay your buddy back for helping.
We do that before too, dude.
We can't legally ship beer in the kit.
I not recommend doing that before. Okay, you might not ever get it done. But you know, we've got stuff that's already assembled for the end user. Nice. So it just bolts right on, clamps right on. Yeah. You know, we've got, in this kit, it takes a crank pulley, so we're gonna go ahead and provide that for you instead of asking the customer to go source that themselves.
That's awesome.
You know, we've got stickers,
gates,
everything you need.
Oh, dude, it comes with stickers. That's all we need.
Yeah.
We're good.
That's 10 horsepower
as long as you get a sticker and a license plate, 15, we're good.
Plug and play wire harnesses.
So one big thing that obviously most people are going to ask, the tuning process for something, for all of these kits, right? You have to do something with the ECU, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have different devices that we use to deliver our tunes. Okay. One of them I can show you right down here is a HV Tuners RTD. Okay. This is Luis. Hey, Luis. Luis, can you grab an RTD? Can you grab me an RTD? Oh, sure.
So these are complete kits?
Yeah, these are actually Tundra 2650 kits.
Ooh, there you go, Tundra Vic. Look.
And depending on what model year Tundra you have, you might get a device like this to do the tuning. Okay. So yeah, it just plugs into your OBD2 port. Full instructions on how to use it. Does this have the tuner already
embedded in it, or do you still have to send it out?
Depending on the application, it's a process. You usually download the type of vehicle you have, the calibration ID number into this, and then you go ahead and email us with that, and we'll send you the right tune for that truck. Right on. Yeah. So
there's no shipping of ECUs back and forth kind of thing?
Nope.
Nice.
Nope, it's all plug and play. So yeah, and this is just one. We have about 4 different types of tuners we use.
Right on.
Yeah.
So this is a complete one for a Tundra, you said?
So this is a complete one. This is one of the first for the new 2650 Tundra. Again, everything's
packaged individually,
Yeah. And this is for our end user, but it's also for our guys up here building to make sure they do their job right.
Make sure you get everything,
yeah. Quick visual to make sure we have the right amount of fasteners and everything. So, but again, everything clamped up, ready to go.
Pretty much filled in, yeah.
Yep, full hose kit. This is a very complete kit. It even comes with spark plugs, a fuel pump, new fuel injectors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so that's, you know, that's what the boxes start coming out like. Do these come with intercoolers too?
Yes, so a lot of the systems come with what we call the low temperature radiator.
Okay.
A lot of people call it the intercooler. It's the unit.
The one that right in front of it?
Heat exchanger that goes right in front of your air conditioning condenser.
Yeah.
And in this kit, it's actually under
all the way at the bottom. Yeah, no worries.
Many of them have it.
Yeah.
When you see a small box like this without one, it's because the unit, these units are going to be for vehicles that already have a supercharger in the car. So the example is the LT4 that already comes with the supercharger from the factory. So it's already got a front mount LTR. It's already got a lot of stuff. So we're reusing that. So the box 2 is a lot smaller than some of the full applications where the vehicle is normally aspirated originally.
And when it comes to like warranty and stuff like that, do you guys give any of that? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our parts have a 3-year, 36,000 mile parts warranty on them. And then we do have powertrain warranty as well.
So, there you go, guys. You guys have seen some of the process, how they package it. Now we're gonna go see some of their vehicles. They have some down there that are already finished. I already took a look at them, but we're gonna go back down there and we'll show you what they have. And maybe we'll give you guys a sneak peek of the Tundra. Maybe, we'll see. All right, so where are we going next? Todd, you take this one.
This is our install area, actually. This is where we both do development installations as well as local retail consumer installations.
Right on. So they used to just do R&D here and install like their own, but now you can actually call them, buy a charger, and if you have the money and you want to get them to install it, they actually will. So first things first, Toyota guys, 4Runner Supercharger.
Yeah, so this is actually the 4Runner that we purchased as a company to develop for the latest generation 4Runners. We had a pretty sizable delay, and the 4Runner guys were irritated.
Probably pissed,
the reality is this was the vehicle that we used to finally get into the calibration side.
Yeah.
We used this also for the emission certification.
So this is CARB EO, all that good stuff already?
Just got released.
Oh, no way.
With the CARB EO last week.
Yep.
So we've had it out for a little more than I think 7 months, but the CARB EO just landed.
So horsepower and all that, just give us some brief numbers because I know the guys are going to ask us.
We ran this one.
Have you guys ran it?
We're about to dyno it, but I think you'd probably be in 30+%, you know.
Overstock.
Something like 80+ horsepower.
And then you guys will release those numbers on your website probably soon, right? Yep. Yeah. So yeah, if you have a 4Runner and you guys know you need the power, let's be real.
Yeah.
The 4-liter is a great motor, but let's face it, she's a little anemic.
Yeah, yeah. You guys need gears and a supercharger, and there's the solution right there.
Yeah, so that's what our current roller rocker 4-liter supercharger looks like.
And then they also have one for the FJ. Damn, Moody.
Actually has one of our original TRD units on it.
Nice.
You know,
yeah, a lot of people don't know that we originally did the private label for TRD. So all the TRD superchargers were made right here in Ventura, California. So we did the older 3.4 V6, this 4-liter 1GR, the newer 1GR 4-liter roller rocker motor, and the 4Runner and the FJs, as well as the Tundra, Sequoia 5.7s, Land Cruiser. We even did a program with Lexus.
And would you say like a 30% increase in power is kind of like where it goes, right? For the most part?
Yeah, the Tundras get a little bit better.
Yeah.
The Tundras, that V8's
dude, that V8 gets spicy, dude. That 5.7 gets down.
So, yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, you can expect that with most of our kits.
Awesome.
So yeah, nice, safe, and reliable.
So they're working on a Challenger right there.
Yeah, doing a Challenger install, 5.7. And
then we got
5.7s, the real 5.7.
Yes, the real 5.7.
The iForce 5.7. We just installed our new Tundra 2650 supercharger on it. So
there it is.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously Toyota just recently stopped using the 5.7 in the Tundra and have gone to a more modern V6 with twin turbos that we're kind of seeing sweet.
We'll just say softer.
Well, you know, these guys.
Same fuel mileage.
These guys are under a ton of pressure to meet emissions.
Yeah.
And
just build the cars in Texas, like they're just everything in Texas, and then we'll buy it there and bring it over here.
So that's how we're seeing the displacement, you know, decrease. But you know, here's a new version for the 5.7. An easy question would be like, why would you guys make a new supercharger for an engine that's out of production? And the reality is we just think the demand is going to stay pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of guys who actually seek out 5.7 Tundras over a new twin turbo unit. Yeah. I think the other reality is, I mean, for sure, the 1900's been around so long, it's been a great unit, but we were actually very close to the end of life on the tooling. We built so many of them. The tooling was pretty much...
So you decided just, if you're going to get new tooling, might as well upgrade.
Let's go with some new technology to throw at it too. So.
And this looks a lot nicer too. Like the,
we've learned a lot in the last 10 years.
It looks newer, yeah.
So there's definitely some benefits to the technology that we use now than what we had access to 10 years ago.
And just working with the TRD engineers when we were developing their kits with them, they kind of would point out little things that Toyota Japan, the engineers would say, okay, well, you're gonna put this hose next to that hose, you need to have this swivel connector.
The clamp,
you have to have that. And we're like, nobody's doing that in the aftermarket. Just let them touch. No, that's not okay, because 100,000 miles down the road, 200,000 miles down the road, you don't want
and that's important.
To ever wear out on each other. And so it's those little things that we picked up working with TRD along the way that I think make our kits a better package overall. And super durable.
Working with a developer actually is a lot better. I know it takes more time and sometimes people don't have patience, but to get it done right, I mean, the process is there for sure. So, this is the one that Larry Chen has, by the way. You guys all know who Larry Chen is? He has done his Tundra. And that thing sounds mean too, man. I mean, I only heard the 1900, right? That's the old one?
Yeah.
And it sounds crazy. So I could only imagine ripping this in the dunes or something. Woo.
I think maybe we got to get you a ride in this.
Okay.
I think we should do that before a ride in the C8. Because once you ride in the C8, you're going to be spoiled.
That's true. That's true. Alrighty. So you guys seen a few of the vehicles here. They do have a C8. And they just said they're gonna give me a ride in it, baby. So we're gonna get in it. This is your guys's or is it customers?
Customers. So
sick.
We nickname all the cars when they get here.
What's this one's name?
Black Mamba. Paint.
She's nice. I hate black paint on cars, but it looks good when it's clean.
Just got back from the detail shop. This thing has PPF film on 3/4
Oh dang! So it's gonna look pretty the whole time.
And it'll keep the chips off and whatnot.
Dang, he's like Batman, dude.
It really does.
Look at this. You guys have never seen a C8. Jesus. Alrighty, so one thing that Magnuson is gonna do, they're gonna kick it off sometime in September, October. But
so we've actually already posted a couple little videos on this build, so some of you may have seen it. But this is a 6-liter LS. It's an L96, and we're using it to do a budget build. And we introduced a new unit to our hot rod lineup, which is a 2300. It's based off of one of our tried and true truck superchargers, and we introduced that a couple months ago, and it's just a really easy access point. We're trying to give guys and builders a lower cost option to supercharge. And so the idea was to buy this motor, add that supercharger to it, and show everybody what you could do for maybe $7,000.
Right.
And so that's the whole intent of the series. That's what we're going to show, and then at the end we're going to give it away.
Sick. So that's going to be you guys' opportunity. So, what are they going to have to do to try to win it? It's just like you just fill out a form.
We haven't announced it yet, but yeah, there's going to be multiple ways. So I'll give you a little sneak peek.
Okay.
We've had questions, but we haven't said it yet. So there'll be a way to enter free. Most likely we're going to do through social media.
Right.
Probably like a hashtag.
Some sort of tag me, tag you, kind of thing. Yeah.
I think we're going to do a limited edition T-shirt. So like if you pick up a T-shirt, you'll be entered. And then maybe one other way besides that. So.
All right, so you guys heard it. Make sure it comes through our channel. It'd be so sick. If you guys do win this and you watch me, I'll come out and I'll film it. We'll even throw it in a Civic or something, and it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, but they fit in anything.
They do. LSs do run the world. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and it's for everybody. So it's it should be a motor that can go off-roading, street, whatever.
We're gonna put it in a Civic and a Bud. Put tons on it.
George, let's go get your unit. Let's go get
what you
came here for.
I did come here. I did come here for a unit. I did come here for a blower. So it's cat's out the box. Thanks to my man right here. We were gonna save that to the end. This episode is not just to showcase everything that's here, but Todd and I have wheeled. We kind of work together. We've been talking about possibly bringing Magnuson on with us, and then obviously likewise both ways, help each other out. And bring the Gladiator out with some more powers. We are here to pick up a unit, and you guys will see a video of myself and a couple of the boys installing it, testing it, doing all the goodness to it. That way, if you guys are looking for some more power, you guys can come and shop with Magnuson, you know what I mean? So let's go look at our unit, and we'll show you what it looks like. Alrighty team, like we said, Gladiator is gonna get more power. So here it is, the supercharger, calibration, everything that we need is in these 2 big boxes. I mean, I can't thank you guys so much for like doing the whole walk around. Todd, obviously, we've been talking for a minute now, and I'm super excited to put more power in the Gladiator. We're gonna do some things that we have to do still to handle it. We're gonna get some drive shafts, we're gonna do the rear end, we're gonna do the front, we're gonna re-gear it, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw this on. So once this is all on, you guys can come out. I'll let you guys drive the vehicle so you guys can see what the power difference is, especially all my JT guys from SoCal Gladiators and whatnot. If you guys want to see what the process is, let me know. I'll DM you guys when we're going to be installing it, and you guys can come out, wrench with us, have a good time. But there it is, man. Magnet Supercharger. What series is it? 1900, 26?
1900.
This is the 1900.
Yep.
We did mention that everybody gets an HP. So this is from HP Tuners also, but this one does require the ECM to go out. So I know we did a quick answer about all the other ones where the HP Tuner just plugs in, you don't have to ship anything. But with the actual Jeep, you do have to ship out your ECM. And then they ship it out, you bring it back in a few days, and then you install the whole thing. But it comes in 2 boxes. There's box 1 and then box 2, and this is for basically all JTs.
That's right. Yep, we have a very similar kit for the JKs as well.
Okay. Alrighty guys, so I have a 3.5 hour drive. Make sure you like this video, comment, and we will be installing this, having more power. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm here to share it with you guys. So if you guys do wanna come out, maybe we'll give you guys a test drive. Maybe we'll do some sort of raffle where you guys can borrow the Gladiator for a day or something, just to kind of bring Magnuson in on the whole thing. And then make sure you check them out on their Instagram, their YouTube. The sweepstakes coming out. Let's win that on our channel. That'd be sick. And man, thank you guys again. Appreciate you, and we'll be doing way more with them. Hopefully they're out in Moab with us, and just pay attention for everything, man. And we'll see you next week.